Pumping is that key trail skill that we use to make speed from transitions. Here we've got a set of rollers, much like you find on a pump track or a BMX track. That's the easiest place to practice. Pumping comes down to two things really. What you need to do is make yourself heavy on the bike, and then when you get that at the right time, that's when you'll feel that speed come. The easiest analogy to use about making yourself heavy is imagine you're stood on the bathroom scales. How would you make yourself heavier? What you have to do is swing your hips down towards the floor and then push your feet away from you. That's exactly how it should feel on the bike. When you get the timing right, that's when you'll feel the speed start to come. The good thing about pumping is when you get it right, it feels right, because timing wise, if you did nothing riding through these rollers here, in the bottom of these dips, you will go heavy, the bike will squash. So all you need to do is exaggerate that squash, and that's when the speed starts to come. Timing wise, what you're trying to do is make yourself heavy on the down to flat transition on the back of these rollers, then make yourself light going up the face of the next one. It's the heavy part that will give you the speed. Up and over, heavy, up and over, heavy, heavy, heavy. What I'm trying to do is a heel down squat of the rear wheel in the bottom of the dip. The most common mistake people make with pumping is they try and use too much of their arms to do this. That brings weight onto the front wheel. Whilst you will make a little bit of speed, it's kind of dodgy, because if you're putting a lot of weight on the front wheel and you hit something, it's dead easy to start going up and over the bars. So actually, the further you bring the weight back on the bike, the safer it is, but you should also be able to start making your bike really heavy, using your hips and feet. Personally, I look to squashing my rear wheel into that transition. The great thing about pumping is it's really simple to practice, and when you get good at it, you can use it at loads of spots on trails. The backsides of rocks, roots, loads of different bowls, things like that. Also, you can use it in berms sometimes. If a berm is almost like a bowl turned on its side, almost like a whippy berm, that's a really good place to find a little bit of extra pump. So the key things to remember for pumping, it's all about using your weight properly, not your arms, trying to squash the bike into the floor, and then it's all about timing. Hitting that down to flat transition is key. For more essential how-to videos, click up here, or just click on me to subscribe to GMBN.